In this tutorial, I'll be looking at how you can enrich your online content with images and video. Before we start, let's have a look at some of the established conventions so we can ensure that our content is internally consistent. So in this red introductory piece, we have an image which is floated off to the right hand side and it's framed up as if it were a picture hanging on a wall. As we scroll down into the activities box, the blue box, we have first of all some video content here. Now this video content is embedded. That means that the video actually plays within the page itself and you never leave Blackboard in order to view it. So a student can click the play button and view that alongside the instructions, and so that's really important for the activities, that the instructions and the video are visible at the same time on the same screen. As we scroll down, images inserted into these lower boxes, activities, and any box below it are just displayed to the left of the screen. We've got some more video content there. And then as we move down into the supporting resources area, we've taken a different approach to how videos are displayed. In this case, they're displayed using what's called the thumbnail approach. So you're seeing a small thumbnail image and they can click on the watch video box in order to view that video. So with those ground rules established, let's have a look at how we actually go about inserting this material. Here I am in our little play topic, which we developed in our last tutorial together. I'm going to hit the edit button and I'm going to start by showing you how to insert images. Now there's one of two ways. The first is it may be that you have an image on your computer and that you wish to upload that. A little preface before this is that you ought to resize your images so that they will be small enough before you upload them into Blackboard. I recommend no wider than 320 pixels wide. Now, the way to resize images differs for different computer software, so I would simply look to the help for whatever image software that you have and get some instructions that way. But I've already resized my image, so I'm ready to upload. I have positioned my cursor in front of the heading in the red introductory piece. I'm going to hit the Attach Image button. A little pop-up window will appear and I'm going to browse my computer and look for the image that I had previously resized. I choose Open, and to ensure that it has that little black border around the outside, from this drop-down border list I'm going to choose 2 and hit Submit. A preview appears to screen. If you hit Submit again, that image is placed into the page, and you'll notice that already it has been aligned and justified in the way that is suitable to the product. So behind the scenes there's a little bit of programming that's going on to ensure that that image in this red introductory piece is floated off to the right hand side. Let's scroll down now and look at how we might be able to insert an image into the activities area. And in this case we're going to choose an image not on our computer, but one that lives on the internet. Now, in order to ensure that we do not breach copyright, we're going to be very specific about how we search for our images. And there's this excellent resource called Creative Commons Search. It has the address search.creativecommons.org. And in it you can search a whole raft of different collections for images, video, audio, etc. But by using this search feature you can ensure that you're returning images that will not be in breach of our copyright. Into the little box here I can now type my search string. So I'm going to, for instance, choose Flinders Street Station. That'll do. And then lower I choose what collection I want to search, and in this case I want to search the image collection Flickr, but you'll notice there are many others you could choose as well. So I click onto that, and already I have some wonderful images available to me. I can select an image that I'm interested in including. This looks nice to me, so I'm going to click onto that. Now, what I'd like to do is avoid the need to download and resize this image. Flickr is very nice in that it provides images in a range of sizes, so we can simply choose the size image that's appropriate to us. The way that you do that is down in this bottom right hand corner, you click on those three little dots and choose View All Sizes. Okay, so we've got our images. They're obviously well too large in this current format. However, I notice up the top here, you can choose different smaller formats. I might choose this one, small 240. So that's now a much smaller image, more appropriate for inserting into content. Now, rather than downloading the image, I don't actually need it on my computer. What I'm going to do instead is to link to it. The way I do that is with my right mouse button, I click on the image and I choose the option which is called Copy Image URL. Now, in different browsers that might have different words like copy image link, but they mean the same thing. So I'm going to do that, copy image URL, and now I'm going to return to Blackboard. So I've got my cursor positioned where I want the image to sit. I'm going to click onto the little attach image icon again, but I'm going to choose different options at this point. I'm going to choose source URL this time because I have a URL or a link to this image. I can now paste, Control V, the link that I had previously copied and hit submit. As before, I'm going to choose to give it a border of 2 and I'm going to hit submit again. I see a little preview, I hit submit, and now our image is in. And you recall our business rules are that for images in the activities boxes, etc., that image is left aligned. So that's all been pre-programmed into the template. So that's about it for images. Now let's turn our attention to video content. Blackboard actually has a feature for this that embeds video for us. It's under this menu option here called Add Mashup, and we're going to choose the option which is called YouTube video. We now get to search YouTube for a word or phrase to return some video that might be interesting. For instance, I'm going to choose public relations, and I'm going to choose this option which says at least one of these words and hit go. So I have some alternatives there. I can preview the video if I want to watch it myself to ensure it's the right video, or if I'm confident that I found the one that I want, I can choose the select option. So I'm going to select this video. And now I get to choose how this is displayed to students. Now, recall that when we're putting into activities, we want the instructions adjacent to the video, so we want to use that technique called embed. So we're going to choose the embed video option. I leave the remaining settings as they are and hit submit. And now it's just a placeholder for the moment, but that placeholder is where the video will appear for students. Let me move forward now to show you that same technique for putting video into the supporting resources area. Let me show you now the technique we use to place video into the resources section. Remember, we're using that thumbnail option now. We follow virtually the same set of steps. We go to Add Mashup, we go to YouTube video, we search for maybe surveys, at least one of the words, hit go, I've got a number of options here. Maybe it's this one that I want to add. So I'm going to hit select, and in this choice I'm going to choose the thumbnail option and hit submit. What you'll notice now is that smaller format video is placed into that section. So that's now it. Let me submit to save those changes. So we can see our finished product now. That image that we placed into the introductory section is aligned to the right hand side. We have our image in our activities aligned to the left hand side. We have our video that if we play that, plays within the page. Students are able to see the video along with any instructions that might be included. And when we look to the video in that supporting resources area, we have the thumbnail version where we can click on the watch video and play the video that way.